Hello friends, myself Professor Vinod Pillai. Welcome to C programming session. In today's session, we'll be seeing how we can generate a bill in C using the concepts of structure and file. I'm not going to cover any points regarding the generating a printout of a bill. I'm talking about how we can code ourselves in C so that a bill can be generated. That means a person can come into a product list or a website, any application having a list of products. He can select any product, he can buy them, and finally at the end of the session he can just generate a bill based on that. This is one of the problems most of the students are facing who are creating a mini project in C. They have a shopping list where they can allow the users to purchase, but they feel difficulties, or mainly they face problems regarding how to manage the bills. I'll show you what we are going to get output of it. I've already created the program. It's going to be a little bit tough if you don't know the concepts of structures and files. If you're very good in structures and files, it won't be any problems. If you face any problems in structures and files, I'll recommend to please have a look at one of my videos in which I've explained how to store structures in the files. Okay, so first I compile my program. It generates the b.out. So it shows like that I have not created any separations of admin and the client side. You can do like that. I just want to show you how the bill will be generated. Okay, so first we have to manage the products. That means we want to add some products in our systems. So I go there, display any product details. So currently don't have any products. Okay, so I just go there, manage the products, and I select add new product. It is asking me the product name, so I say first product. What's the price? I say 5,000. Okay, how much quantity? I say 10. Product is being added. Let's see it. So display, it says okay, one product you are having it. Okay, I just add one more product, second product. What's the price? It's 6,000. How much quantity? It's suppose 15. Okay, now I again add one more product, and suppose its product name is 3. Product price is suppose 9,990, and how much it is? Its quantity is 20. Let's see it. Okay, so 3 products we are having right now. This section is completely managed by admin. I do expect that you understand what I want to say regarding admin and client. Now whenever the client comes into your system, he will have only 2 options, that is purchase the products and generate the bill. Okay, now currently if you see it, if you select 3 and it does not show anything. Okay, so let's go into just and select purchase the products. We're going to purchase the products. It's asking that there are total this many products are available. Do you want to purchase any product? We just say yes, I want to purchase a product. It's asking me enter the product ID which you want to purchase. I say suppose I want to purchase the second. That's the product ID as 2. Do you want to continue? It's asking me. I say yes, I want to continue. It's asking me, do you want to purchase once again? If you can see, as and when I purchase, the quantity is automatically reduced from the database. That's one of the important thing we have to see. Now I say yes, I want to purchase once again. The product ID is 3, and if you can see that the product was previously 20, and I say yes, I want to continue. Now you can see it's 19. Do you want to purchase? I say no. Do you want to continue? I say no, I just want to generate the bill. If you see now 3, now the total items whatever you have purchased, it is automatically added here, and the total quantity is also been added. It's asking, do you want to generate the final bill? I say no. I just once again went there. I've again purchased. I would like to purchase. Yes. What's the product ID? I say 1. Okay, do you want to continue? Yes. Now it has turned to 9. Okay, do you want to purchase? No. Do you want to continue? No. And now again I go back to 3, and you can see that it's maintaining it. So this is what the generally users used to have. And once I say Y, yes, I generate the final bill. Here you have to generate the code of the printing option. Once you do that, all the things is being cleared. Now it's totally for the new customer. He once again comes here, new system. He says yes, I want to purchase. Yes, and the 3 is the product ID. Yes, and you can see it's once again. He says no, this is the second customer, so he has only purchased one item, and if you go there, now you can see that only one item is being showing here. Now this is quite important, and if you generate yes, no, and then you just exited the system and once again you enter it, and if you can remember, the third customer has not still generated the final bill, so it is still showing it that there is some item is there on the stock, okay, or you can say in your cart. Okay, this is how I have managed. This is a very basic one. There are so many improvements to be done. It works very good in Turbo C. Some small issues with Linux, okay, that you can figure it out. Okay, let's see how I've done this all codings in that. So total three sections we will be seeing. We'll see what is structure, what are the files are there, how we can store structures and files, how product list, how to show to the customers, and finally how to generate the bill. I do recommend once again that please have a look at one of my videos which have shown you how to store structures into the files. Let's start how to do the bill generation in C. We need a product. This is to show, that is the admin side, to show that this many products we are having. So I've generated a product structure which is having the 4 attributes. I've generated a bill section which is almost similar to the product except that it don't have the quantity. Okay, generally you don't keep the in bill sections, you don't keep quantities. Okay, if you have seen any supermarket bills and all those things, they generally use barcode systems. So I've gone through that concept and I've done like that way. Yes, you can do keep a quantity one, but it becomes a quite difficult to manage in the barcode sections. Okay, so I've created getch, that is for my own getch. This is Linux, so that's why if you're using Turbo C, you just didn't require to create this also. Get ID is if you have checked my code, then you'll come to know that each time I'm not entering the ID is automatically generated. So that is the code get ID is going to do. Bill number is a unique one concept why I've kept like that, to generate a bill number. That is, as and when a customer buys the product, the bill is generated for that particular customer. Okay, so bill number is automatically generated, and that is to a unique one. Manage products, purchase products, generate bill, and add products and display all. Let's see how I'm doing with it. All the products data is maintained in product.dat, and all bill generation is done with the help of bill.dat file. Okay, so first I've created the file pointer, have cleaned it. I'm asking user with three options: printf. This is system.clear. I think so, if you must be knowing that in Linux you don't have clrs, so I have to use system.clear for that. Okay, so I have given him the three options: manage products, purchase products, generate the bill. User selects one option, the automatically the function will be appropriate function will be called. I hope so you know how to manage the products. Okay, this is the logic of get ID. Nothing I'm doing special. I've created a file pointer which is maintaining the product's ID. Product id.txt is a file which is open in the read mode. Okay, now whatever the file is having an ID, it will get the ID, assign it to the products, and it will again increment the particular file. There is a chance that when you're running the first time, the product id.txt file may not be existing. So if fp is equal to null, you open a new file in the write mode, write into the fp a 0 value and close the fp, and again open in the fp for the read mode. fscanf will read the value, that is the 0 for the first time. It closes the file and products.txt. Okay, so gets the file value and the value. Okay, so again it opens it, it prints the value, fprint, and it increments it, fclose, and it returns the whatever the value is there. So it's simple task: open the file, read the value, increment the file, okay, and write it in again once again. That's a simple task I'm doing here. Okay, so I hope so you understand that thing. That's ID part. Manage products is being called. It simply shows user two options. I've given only two options. Admin generally you should provide an option of update and delete, that I've already explained in my previous video. So I hope so you can get those code from there. You have two options, that is to add new products and display products. Add new products will automatically call the add products, and display all products will call the display all products method. Okay, so add products function is having simple concepts like the file pointer, a structure, file is open in the append mode, get all the values in the t1, that is the product temporary structure variable, t1 name, t1 price, and t1 quantity. Finally you want to transfer that into the files, so you use fwrite function. Display all simple, you open the file in the read mode, read the values, generate an infinite loop till the end of the file is not been found. Okay, now purchase product comes. This is quite important. What happens in purchase product is whenever user selects a purchase products, okay, so I just first want to display him all the products. So I'm not going generating once again the code here. I'm just simply calling that function. When the user selects purchase product, simply he sees first of all, if you see the code, generate the bill, no, if you see purchase products, he gets this list. From where this is getting, this is I'm simply calling display all products, which I have shown you right now. Okay, so this simply code generates all the display task and it shows to me. Okay, now what happens is, this is a flush, so that I can get, it is asking me, do you want to purchase any products? So this is the message it is being there. So if you're using C, and that is in turbo C in Windows, you should use flush std. If you're using Linux, you have to use fpurge. Okay, so it's asking me, do you want to continue? If I say, do you want to purchase, if I say yes, now I have to enter that particular details in the bill one. Okay, but before that I have to ask user which particular product you want to purchase. So I'm asking him which particular product you want to purchase. I'm telling him to find that particular product for me with the help of find id. Okay, so here goes the find product. Find product is a method. You give whatever id, it will find that product from the product.dat file and returns that product in the form of structure only. So that is all I need, because I want to modify its value, that is his quantity should be minus. That is my intention. So I want to find that product, get the value, modify the value and update into the files. So getting the value, simply search is the concept. I have again opened the file in read mode, read the file, end of the file. If the id matches, I'm telling update the product. At the same moment only, I'm telling him to update the product. Update product is another method which I've created, whose task is what, I'll give him two things, one is id and one is quantity. Whatever id and whatever quantity I'm giving, go to the particular file, that is product.dat file, and update that thing. I hope so you know the updates concept, which I have explained in the previous videos. If you have not seen that, please have a look at it. In that I've shown how you can update a product or update any particular record. In update I've used a simple concept. I copy all the values except the updated values into the temp value. Then finally I comparing the IDs. I'm copying all the values into the temporary file. Once copying is done, then I simply again open the actual file in the write mode, delete all the contents from the actual mode, copying the all the data from the temp to the actual file, so automatically it get updated. So that is the whole task I have done here. So what happens is, if you, I once again explain the flow so that you can get an idea. If you see here, I'm telling him to find the product, which product you want to purchase. Whatever id is telling, I'm sending into the find product. Find product will internally call the update also, so automatically that particular product.dat file is updated, plus the product structure is returned to him. Okay, so t2 is now having the all the details of that product. So I'm copying the product id, I'm copying the product name, I'm copying the product price. Where I'm copying none, not anywhere else. I'm copying simply to the bill structure, because the bill data .dat file, that is my database, should have this particular data. So I've simply got all the values what the customer has selected, what is the price of that product, what is the code, and all those things I simply write into the file and I close the file. Okay, so this is the whole step I'm doing. Okay, so find product, update product is being explained to you. Now the most important thing is the generate bill. As and when the user selects a generate bill, do you want to purchase, I say no, continue, no, and say generate bill. So it gets into this option. Now this, if you can see, it's showing me this all the data which is there in my bill.dat file. It's asking me, do you want to generate an bill or not. If you see in the backend what is happening, that bill is being generated, one.dat file is generated. This is the first customer's bill is being automatically generated. And if you can see, if I come over here and if I say yes, I want to generate the final bill, and it's been cleared. Now if you see here, and you can see the second bill is also being generated, that is second customer's bill. So how is this all task being done? Generate bill comes into is, I first have to show him the all the data, that means what is there in the bill.dat file. So I simply open the file bill.dat file, okay, in the read mode, read binary mode, and I've shown him all the data. Then I say what is the total amount. Total is nothing but total is equal to total plus t dot price. Okay, so if I have closed, then I have to ask him, do you want to continue, I mean you want to generate the final bill. So I've asked him here, if total not equal to 0, if total is 0 then it is not required. Total not equal to 0, then this is the message being shown. If ch equal to 1, okay, that is if says yes, I want to generate the final bill, then what happens is I want to generate a file. That is, if you can see 1.dat 2.dat file is generated, that is a bill file. How I'll do that? I have to first get a file name. A file name will be what, if you can see my file name is 1.dat. How I generated this thing, 123 is an automatic bill numbers which is maintained by bill number.txt file. So I'll request bill number.txt, tell me the which is the last bill number you have, and increment it by 1 and create a 3.dat file or whatever the number it is. How I do that? I'm asking bill number, nothing it will do, it will automatically generate a bill number incrementing by the one value what was previously. So that value is there with me at brl, but brl is an integer value and the bill file name is a string value. I have to convert an integer to string. With the help of sprintf I'm doing it. How? Bill name is the file name or the character array which is going to store the file name, that is 3.dat or 4.dat, whatever. brl is having the integer value. I am telling sprintf convert as a brl into the bill name. Finally I have to combine it with .dat extension, so I'm using the strcpy. So bill name is being generated. I simply have to copy all the data from actual bill.dat file to this newly generated 3.dat file or 4.dat file, whatever bill number it is. So I open both the files, I simply read all the data, I simply copy all the data. Okay, so all the data from here it goes into the actual file. So bill.dat file is converted into bill name new this thing. Now I have to clear that thing. If you can see that once the bill is generated, the old data is being cleared. How to do that? Then in that case I close both the files. I open the actual file in simply in the write mode. As I open the write mode, it clears all the data and I converts the data total equal to 0. So in this way I manage complete bill related informations. So I hope so. That's the end, and there is no other. Bill number is the one which is same as how I generate the file number. Okay, so I hope so I have shown you a method in which way you can simply manage the bills. This is mainly used for those students who want to create a project which is having multiple products and they want to give an options to the customer to purchase the products, and automatically the database or where their products detail is maintained should be updated also. And even in case in future they want to print it also, they can do it with the help of it. So and plus barcode scanners and all those such options are available. This There are so many improvements can be done, there are so many more proper ways can be done, but I've just shown you one of the paths from where you can achieve this thing in a much simpler manner. I hope so I have cleared most of the doubts of your students who have queried to me. If in case still you find any doubts or any queries, you can post a comment on my videos or you can email me at vinodthebest@gmail.com. Thank you and have a nice day.